Play action. Now it's Carr. And the pass complete to Waller on the out route. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Man, he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On 2nd and inches, Stafford. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now Carr. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders will take over possession here up at the 44.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. second down, Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up fourth down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later, hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Well, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
That'll give them 8 that time. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
47 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson on for the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Raiders 14, Rams nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Rocky start throwing the football. He's missed now on his first 4 attempts.
Eager to see what his demeanor is going to be from this point forward, because the best ones, they missed the first 15 attempts, and they think they're going to hit the next 15. Let's see if he has that type of an attitude.
And it's fielded at the 34. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. On play action, now Carr. And he'll find Moreau here. He's got room at the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Here's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down, and he hits Drake. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. So Carr exits on 4th down, and on comes Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first-half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Stafford. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 27, Stafford. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Trayvon Mullen.
And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 33.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Carr. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing on third down, Stafford.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. A couple of vets, Stafford to Robinson there. 1st down, Rams.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now it's Stafford.
He'll get that one to Carter, complete.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
To throw again on 2nd down, Stafford.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Going right back to Akers. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
20. 21. 40 gun. 40 gun.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. Touchdown! Van Jefferson from 6 yards away. And the Rams are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw his Carr. Catch made, it's Moreau. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play there just before halftime. And even 50 yards.
But you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. Carr now on first down. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Carlson able to put this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there.
And I think the ball's out, and the Raiders pick it up. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. Flushed out right. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. And the Rams will take over here just shy of the 30. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Play action. Stafford. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Now a give. Akers running left.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
74 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. And my goodness, another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down. Carr.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Rams will take over here just shy of the 30.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
And he'll get this to the 32.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, well, they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Going up top for Kupp. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Bobby Wagner, the all-pro, in on the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Carr.
Now this goes out wide for Drake. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. Well, call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, but the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Throwing on first down is Carr. He dumps it off to Drake. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Now Carr. And he's got it. Touchdown Raiders. Foster Moreau, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Raiders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A give running right is Akers.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. To throw is Stafford. And that is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
They'll run for it with Akers.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick 6 from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
50-50.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though. No surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
22!
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Now a play fake. Carr. And he'll find Moreau here. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Play action. Now it's Carr. They'll roll him out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Chandler Jones so quick. He was the one that got in to stop that one before it got started. 2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, L.A. Cam Akers with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams get a bit closer. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Play action to Drake, now Carr. Here's back-to-back catches for Devontae Adams. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
On play action. Now Carr.
Quickly a slant to Renfro.
Room here to run. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A big play there on the catch and run. 33 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Again, this is White.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Rams are right back in this football game.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. After the interception, here's Stafford. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
On the handoff, running left is Akers.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. On 1st down, Stafford here. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him.
On the give, this is Akers. He's got room past the 30. Down the left sideline.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. On the handoff, it's Akers.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They find some open field here.
And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. My goodness, 235 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. They'll go again here with Akers.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
They'll run this with Akers.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you're wondering why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Extra point by Gay is up and good as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Carr, a handoff here to Drake.
And he powers his way up past the 30. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and we have it in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Third down, as a defender, all you're thinking about is getting off the field. How do you stop this last play? But if you don't wrap up when you tackle and you play it back like this, all of a sudden he's taking it to the house, and now you're looking at each other and wondering, what did we do wrong on that play?
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Raiders 37, Rams 22.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Carr going to throw here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
Throwing his Carr on third down. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
But what a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to